Talk Steel, Luke here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to do a winter detail wash prep. And the idea behind this is, with all these dark, cold winter months coming up, detailing goes from being something, at least for a weekend warrior, something that's a bit of a pleasure, work on the pride and joy, to something that is just a chore. You don't want to be spending 2 hours in the dark, in the cold, in the damp, washing your car that's going to get dirty again 3 days later. So in this video I'm going to be doing a preparation detail on the car while the weather's still good, which is designed to help make that car as easy to clean as possible during the winter months. And what I'm going to do in the future, or say in a few weeks, is follow up with a winter wash method. So kind of what I do after this stage, then just to maintain my car through the winter months. So this is kind of, let's say, a mini detail. We are doing clay barring, we are maybe, if you want, doing a slight bit of machine polishing. But the idea is we want this dirt to come off this car as quickly and as easily as possible. I'm going to be showing you how to do that exactly in this video now. The first thing we're going to start off with is the wash and pre-wash. Pretty simple really, but the only thing I would say that in terms of choosing your products, if I'm going for something like a snow foam or a shampoo, I'd rather go with one that's got no wax elements or conditioners or enhancers, because they tend to leave a layer on the car. We're trying to get this car down to like a naked layer above the paint. It's not the end of the world. If you have wash and wax shampoos, use them absolutely fine. If you have pure shampoos, I'd recommend using them instead. First up is to hit the car with a pre-wash to remove any loose contaminants off the paintwork and let it dwell for 5 to 10 minutes. This will soften any residual dirt left on the paintwork. Then I give the car a blast down with a pressure washer, starting from the top to bottom and making sure not to get too close to the paintwork. Then it's onto the contact wash. Here we're using 2 buckets with grit guards along with a couple of microfiber wash mitts. I'm working in straight lines to reduce the risk of swirls and only go back and forth over each spot once. Then of course, a quick wash down. After the first wash, I go on to a second one using Maguire's Wash Plus. This shampoo has micro abrasives in it which are going to deep cleanse and exfoliate the car's paintwork, as well as help break down any wax on there. And I know that sounds like a Clearasil advert. You may notice I'm applying this in circular motions. This is intentional. We have a clean car here, and the abrasives in the Wash Plus are much more effective at the job when used in this manner. You also only have to wash your mitt off a couple of times too, since there's very little dirt getting caught in it. After the wash, it's time to decontaminate the car's paintwork, and for this one I'm using a clay mitt, but if you want you can use a clay bar. Now the difference is the clay mitts they just tackle a much larger surface area, so you can do them really quickly, but the clay bars, I like to see what type of dirt you get on them, And also I'm lighting into the more intricate parts, so it's up to you which one you want to use. We actually did use both on this car. I used the clay mitt and Jeff used the clay bar. But if you're using the clay bar, just take a size about that much in your palm, just knead until it's warm, only keep in your hands for a few minutes, and then spread it out until it's in a roughly circular shape the size of your palm, and you're good to go. Rub into the car's paintwork, making sure you use some type of lubricant. For that you can use a dedicated clay lube. I just tend to use the water from the wash bucket with some shampoo on it. That does an absolutely fine job for me. Clay lubes are a little bit better, but it's not something I really invest my money in. If you're using the clay mitt, you can just dunk that straight into the bucket of water, and that's all you need for your lubricant. If your clay bar gets dirty, just simply take it and then you knead it to expose fresh new clay. So with the clay mitt, you just kind of wash it off in the buckets like you would a wash mitt. The contamination will fall off, and then you've got a nice clean clay mitt again to use on top of the car. At this stage here, it's a little bit optional, I'd say. I'm using a DA polisher, but I'm only doing a single pass. And the idea behind this is if there's any marring left behind on the clay bar, this is going to take it off very, very easily. It's actually going to make the car's appearance look quite a bit better, even though it's not going to really remove all the swirls. Most of them will still be there. Fortunately, this car's in quite good condition. But just a simple, quick pass over the car, one single pass, and I find the car looks quite a bit better for it. It'll take you about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do the car in this method. The polisher I'm using here is Auto Finesse's new DPX dual action polisher that's just been released. I have a full review of this on my channel very shortly. I'm combining this with some triple, but in all honesty at this point I think my Maguire's Ultimate Compound may have been the more suitable compound at this point due to the single pass, deeper cut and no wax elements. The triple still did a great job though, and once worked in I buffed off with an edgeless microfiber. After that it's on to using a wax, and I think this is a quite important step, what type of wax or protection you use on top of your paintwork. For this one I'm using Fusion by Auto Finesse. It's a hybrid wax sealant, and the idea is behind this, because it's a hybrid wax you can expect upwards of 6 months life. I certainly did. I got 8 months on my Fiesta with a proper preparation underneath. So this is going to see us through the winter months. Using a liquid wax or spray wax, it's not really going to last all the way through to, let's say if it's November now, into like March or April. So just bear in mind, use something that's durable, that's going to give us 6 month life. Ceramic coatings will be great. I don't have any on hand, but waxes are more available, so that's why I'm using a wax in this video. I applied the wax in circular overlapping motions, and there's no need to work this in. I just give about 10 minutes to cure before buffing to a lovely shiny finish. The idea behind this detail was to make the car as slippy as possible. Dirt is less likely to stick to the car now, and although we could go into far more depth making the car look perfect, this will enable us to more quickly wash the car in the winter months and still get decent results. As always, if you want to see more like this then just hit that subscribe button, but thanks for watching, take care and see you all soon.